Okay, so we're going to be focusing on ankle foot complex and your knee complex for the two kinetic chain points. Very important. A lot of times what is really impacting our knees is also going down into our ankles because it's all starting from 5 kinetic chain points starting at your ankle going up through your heads. So today we're going to focus on these two primarily, and I'm going to give you some exercises but also some dynamic stretches that you could do to help just keep that flexibility but also keep your range of motion for your joints. Okay, so the equipment you're going to need to use, if you don't have all of it, it's not a big deal, but if you can get all of them, the amount of exercises you'll be able to do will just compound, right? So you'll want a stability ball or exercise ball. You'll want a tennis ball or a CrossFit ball, something rubber or something like this. You want a small inflated ball, right? Okay. Then you'll want a wedge. You'll want a resistance loop. And then you'll want a half hemisphere foam roller. Okay. So the first one, right, you'll just need your own body first. Where I'm going to show you the first two that will just utilize your own body weight. The first one, just to get the knees warmed up, you're going to do some butt kicks, right? Now you can do 2 sets of 20 each leg. You'll see some people go cross. You could do those too. I tend to just go bring it my heel straight back towards my glute. All right. Then the others are going to be some high knees. All right. You can march or go opposite knee to arm, tap. All right. Then I'll just call these knee hinges. Could start with either your right or your left. Okay. So I'll start with my right. You'll want to put the weight in your foot between your heel and your arch of your foot to the ball of your foot. Try not to go too far on your toes or too far on your heels. You want it to be between the ball to the top of the heel. All right. Engage your core and then just go back and forth. The reason why is that I don't want you to use too much of your rectus femoris in your part of your quadricep group. Okay. Just want you to focus on bringing that mobility in the patella and the whole knee range area, side to side. All right. Don't bring your foot too far inverted in for the ankle. You're just focusing on the knee. Okay? You can also go and do circles. All right, rotation. And the other one. All right. So for each knee, I would do 2 sets of 15 to no more than 25 of each. Right? That'd be good. Another one you could do too is a knee over toe stretch. It'll really start to work your ankle joint, but also your gastrocnemius and part of the patella of the knee. Right, you're gonna bring forward, back, forward, back. Really try to bring that knee past that toe, keeping your heels on the ground. Right, giving that range of motion. Okay. You'll want your feet, by the way, hip width apart. And you'll do the other side. Right, knee over toe. That back, right? Make sure both ankle foot complexes on each are going to be neutral. What I mean by that is that you want your toes facing forward and your heels right behind. You don't want your back heel out or everted, right? Ankle everted. You want it neutral. that's going to build that strength in that ankle foot complex, right? And just like the other, you can just go on the wall, or you can hold either one and do some toe circles. Go around the other way, both clockwise and counterclockwise, side to side, up and down. And you'll do 1 to 2 sets, 15 to 25 for both feet, okay? For each foot, I should say. Then the other, all right, so from this position, all right, you'll want your heels about a foot, 15 inches away at most from the wall. You're gonna go put the back of your head all the way down to the bottom of your sacrum coccyx area of your spine, all right? And you're going to go to your toes. From here, well, more ball the foot and toes, not all the way exactly on the toes, right? You don't want to put too much of your body weight on just the toes alone when you're doing this, okay? Then you're gonna slide down, go as low as you can. Now make sure that you keep the back and the top of the head all the way and come all the way up. Go again as low as you can. You don't have to go as low as I'm going, but you're definitely keeping those heels off the ground the whole time, and you want your knees to stay aligned with your second and your third toe, okay? Then, back up. All right? Now, if you're starting to see knee valgus knees going in, knee varus knees going out, or doing both, right? This is where this will come in. All right, so again, you'll have your feet hip width apart. You'll put the the ball between, right? Or between the knees, holding around the quads, all right? Back, make sure again, your heels are about 13 to 15 inches away from the back of the wall. Ankle foot complex, neutral. Back of the head, all the way down to the sacrum, coccyx, against the wall. Go to your toes, go all the way down. Make sure it's still on the back of the wall. Lift it back up. Down, lift back up. And you're locking your knees at the top, okay? You'll want to do this at least, I would say, 3 to 5 sets between 8 and 12 reps, and you'll want to do between 45 seconds to a minute and a half of rest per set. All right? What it's going to do is build that strength in that knee, right? In that ankle joint, right? And that's what you're looking for to help build that confidence in that knee when you're doing any form of exercise, all right? Then the next one, keep this handy, you'll still be using it. Put your hands on the wall. This time your feet are gonna be about 18 inches to 2 feet away from the wall, okay? You're going to pretend to bring your knees to the bottom of the floor and the wall, all right? You're gonna slide your hands down so your feet, again, start together, hip width apart, palms shoulder width apart. Go to your toes, slide down, bring your knees to the corner of the wall, back up. Okay? If you have, again, knee valgus, knee varus, bring this in, right? All right? You could also put it between your ankles. Up, And it is important to make sure that you always keep that ankle foot complex neutral for these exercises. So neutral means your toes are pointing forward. All right? Strengthening the gastrocnemius, which is also known as your calf muscle, is important. So this little tennis ball or your CrossFit ball, you'll use right there. You get a little bit closer to the wall. From there, all right, you're really gonna focus on using the inside, all right, of your gastrocnemius, all right? Palms lightly on the wall, shoulder width apart, and you're gonna go all the way up, all the way down. You're holding on to that tennis ball the whole time. The resistance loop. And your stability ball. All right. Good one. Okay. You're gonna go out. And the reason why I'm choosing a stability ball is because I want to challenge your rectus abdominis and your transverse abdominis to build that core strength. Okay? And then you're going to lift up. Kind of use that leg, lift up that, and extend, putting a little pressure in the front of the knee. All right. You can come here, lift up, out. If you want to use less of the leg and more of the, trying to get that knee extension. Wedge, you can use a smaller wedge if you want. You go back, bringing that knee over past the toe. Up, up, up. Going down. All right, push against the wall, down. You can also use this. Your resistance loop. Knees hip width apart, feet hip width apart. Up. Take the hemisphere, face the wall, give you some space. Again, about 18 inches, 2 feet away, hand in the wall. Up. That's gonna really work the arch of the front, all right? That will help alleviate some pressure and tension in your ankle joint going up through your knee. These right here are gonna work, right, that quad and your adductors, because you wanna make sure when you're going down, your knees go down with the toes, align with your second and third. It'll automatically engage your core. And I hope some of these helped you, and thanks.